Hi, guys. Welcome to AnnieWood, episode 20. We are in right now.
We're in Ybor City.
We're in Ybor City. I did not check to see what this town was like. And then I looked up. And then I looked up worst places in Tampa to stay, and this was number 2. Todd's mom and aunt just left. They survived. They were very scared. They checked the lock quite a few times.
This episode is episode 20.
This episode is episode 20. We have Robby Hoffman. I'm so excited. Robby Hoffman is an amazing, hilarious comedian who is... She's just funny. Just everything. You'll see. We have very good chemistry. We discuss a lot of hot topics like how it's cool to interrupt. And you guys are the problem and not us. And you should be able to rise up to our energetic level.
You guys should be interrupting more.
We just interrupt more. Have some pride in yourself. Don't wait for other people to be polite. That's so boring. Anyway, we are in Tampa. I had a great weekend at Side Splitters. Great. Sold out shows the last day. We sold out all the merch. It was really good. We're going to be next weekend. We're in Greensboro, North Carolina.
We're driving up.
At the Comedy Zone, which is kind of spooky looking. Comedy Zone, like the other zone, the spooky zone. What's the spooky zone called? Twilight Zone.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I have allergies.
Next.
We're going to be in Greensboro. Then we're going to be in San Antonio, Texas at LOL, you guys. I'm coming back. That's April 14th and 15th. I'm going to go to Comedy Bar in Toronto. I know, got my people out there. Sarah, my SLUT, Sarah. I can't say that now because we're the first 10 minutes. Can't wait to see you. That's April 21st and 22nd, so you'll be nice and toasted from the day before. I'll be back in North Carolina in Raleigh at the Raleigh Improv, May 12th and 13th. I already did Ontario.
Okay.
Oh, my God. He doesn't listen. Then we're going to go to Magooby's in Baltimore, which is going to be really fun. I'm excited to go to Baltimore. We share a white trash accent with Philadelphia.
Love crabs. We love Maryland.
We love Maryland crabs. We're very excited to get there. I can't tell you how psyched I am. I've always wanted to go to Magooby's just because it's called Magooby's. Can you tell Todd's mom was in town making me coffee all day? I've had 5,000 cups of coffee. We missed you, Vanessa. Magoobird. We're going to be in Salt Lake City, Utah again at Wise Guys, June 9th and 10th. I cannot wait. And then we're going to be in Calgary. I'm doing the Great Outdoors Comedy Festival with Andrew Schultz and someone else. I can't remember who. But it's going to be really, really fun. And then we're adding more dates. So just go to AnnieLederman.com/shows. But we are very excited about Greensboro. We're driving. We have a rental car, a Pri.
We got a Prius.
Us.
A Prius.
Prius, which is what I had, Prius. Prius, I had a Prius.
Oh, my God.
This is good. I'm very quick. My dad's here. I kind of wish he would come out, but...
Well... It's a very good episode. I hope you guys enjoy.
It's a very good episode. There's some shocking physical moments. Shocking.
You guys will like it.
You guys got to watch. It gets very... Toasty and scandalous. If you don't know Robby, you're going to fall in love with her and you're going to want to follow her on all of her social media. She's so funny. She's such a good stand-up. I'm like addicted to her. I'm obsessed with her. But we had so much fun in Tampa. I wish I had like hung out in this area more because this area is very, and I feel like maybe all of Tampa's like this, but every block, there's like a nice block, then a bad block, then a nice block. I was driving around with his aunt and mom yesterday and we're just like, unlock the cars, lock the cars, unlock, lock.
Rooster.
Then a rooster would cross the street. We're in some sort of rooster coop. But it's been very fun. We can't wait for Greensboro. The Welcome to AnnieWood tour has been thriving.
It's been so fun.
Ripped and Rich is
been selling out
merch, selling
out everything.
Selling out shows. So get your tickets quick and come meet us. We love you. Okay. The rustling in the back is Randy just humping things. So we love you.
Welcome to AnnieWood.
We're recording.
Okay, we're finally recording.
So you're already making Todd work for you. I like that.
Well, it's amazing that these people, like if I was doing Todd's job, I would be here a half hour early. Whether I was related to the employer or not.
Related to us. We are sibling dating.
Whether I was in a relationship with the employer or not, I would be there a half hour early. Everything would be set up. Then I would come back. I would get you. Because I'm still a boyfriend. I would come back.
Todd.
I would come back. I would get you.
Your life's about to change.
That's a great idea.
And then by the time you walk in, being the star you are, you're talking, we're catching everything you're saying.
By
Whether
the
it was
time
hot
I'm
in the
walking, I
car,
think there should be a camera on me walking in.
1,000%.
It should be pixelated
great
in the
idea.
back so nobody can figure out
These
where
are
I
not
am.
things you should think of. These are things that should come from his mind,
You
but he
say
doesn't
this,
think to be
but
proactive.
If we had a camera when Annie walked in, she would be just trash talking people, shit talking,
And you don't
everything
put
would
it
be
on the
cut.
show.
And then so that we wouldn't need the
He
whole
does.
thing.
He has a twitch.
The tree is brutal.
You're having problems
tree
with
is-
props. You're having problems with props that have never happened.
There we go.
You
Okay,
dropped
we're
the
good.
$2,
I dropped the tree.
$2 bill from
Okay.
Doug Stanhope. This is our Doug Stanhope tree.
Oh, I keep getting these $2 bills.
They're not. It's not
are they
for you,
Doug's?
bitch. Nobody gave you this.
I've gotten one.
But this isn't for you.
Okay, is it? Are these
Doug
real?
Stanhope, yes, they're real. You
They're
don't know
not
about
real.
American money? You only know about Looney Toony silly
Yeah, but
silly
that's
guys?
not real, is it? By the way, we had a $2 in Canada too. I have 2 of them. They were brown.
Those were the only two? You
Well,
both
I
of
have
them?
2 of them.
These are real dollars, but they're supposed to be bad luck, but then that got turned around and now people give them to you. This is, I can listen.
Now he's trying to tell us. Do you see
I know,
this? It took him
it's
60
really- but
minutes to get the cameras going.
You've insulted him.
I haven't insulted. This is all. We get constructive criticism how often? Imagine we had to say we were insulted.
Yeah.
People give us tags after a.
I
People
like
are
tags though. You don't like
fine,
tags?
But if
I
you
like
were
a
him,
tag.
you'd be like, don't insult me.
That's true.
They can't hear anything.
Well, we had Josh Potter on and he was teaching me how to read. He was explaining to me how to read. He mansplained reading to me. I was like, okay. Still, he was right. I also have
Do you
not
know
read
how to
since.
read? Yeah.
Not
No, I don't
very
want to.
well. I don't want to be
wanna-
rude, but not very well. All right, our guest today is Robby Hoffman, straight from, where are you living now?
I live in Los Angeles.
She lives in Los Angeles, California. You may have seen her in Canada as well.
American Canadian.
You know what I like about you? I like from the neck up, you're like Betsy Ross,
Okay,
the
great.
woman who made the American flag.
Awesome.
And then your party neck down.
That's what I do.
Your
You know?
1920s up top.
Yeah.
And then you're
Yeah.
kind of 1990s now on the bottom here.
You know what? I never thought that I'd be somebody who has the same hairstyle forever. We used to have this Hebrew teacher in high school, and you could she taught at the school from like the 70s, and every class photo, she's got the same bouffant. And I would tell my mother, I'm like, look at this lady with this bouffant. She's going to die in this bouffant.
Yeah.
And I became somebody that I don't even remember the first time I did my hair like this. I never thought about it again.
It's so good. The
It's
Benjamin
been so
Franklin
easy.
glasses. I love everything about it. You look like the woman Anne Sullivan who taught not Anne Frank, Helen Keller.
Helen Keller.
Who taught Helen Keller. I feel very Helen Keller-ish. Not being able to read is part of it.
Yeah, how's your vision? Doesn't seem
Vision's
good.
actually pretty good.
Oh,
You don't
okay.
think so? You didn't think,
No,
you thought
with
there
the
was some
cat eye,
squinting?
I don't know. I don't know.
You thought I was trying to cover up
I don't know.
some...
I don't know if it's helpful, the cat eye or not. I don't know if it's a visual.
I think.
I don't know.
I'm actually
I don't
blind,
know.
so I'm going to distract her by doing cat eye.
It's fine. By the way, if you're blind out there, you're doing
It's
what
weird
you
you're
can.
watching YouTube, but I hope you're listening at home. I
Yeah.
did sign I had a beautiful blind fan that came to my shows
Of course,
in
comedy's
Madison,
great
and
for
I
the
gave her
blind.
she had me sign her her
Walking stick.
walking. That's not what it's called.
Yes, little walking stick.
If you're not 100% sure, don't correct.
And don't say it like so cocky. Yeah, her little walking stick. They said little walking stick.
What is
You
it?
just made it
No, but
smaller.
can we look it up? Do you do that sort of thing? No. By
He
now,
does,
he should have this
does,
up.
He does.
By now, he should have this up. My hands are so
He's
cold in
so
here.
well loved. That's what it is. He's
I know,
so well
and this
loved
is how
that-
I love Todd. To complain is to enjoy for me, and whatever I haven't mentioned means I love.
I love this.
Okay, so
This is
everything I
good.
bring up, it's such small things. Everything else I love. It means I love your hat, love your demeanor. that's what it means
That's
if I
his
haven't
own. You see his
commented.
Walker Media. He made his own hat with a little satanic guy on top of there. His mom's like, I want one. I'm like, it's Satan.
That's fine. They
It's
don't
Satan's
know.
head. Anyway,
It's a walking stick. Walking cane.
walking cane, a cane, not a walk. A little. Did it say little in there?
Yeah,
So
no,
condescending.
yeah, really.
A little walking stick. But I was tempted because she was like, you can write anything on there. I won't know. And I was like, I was tempted to just do something so bad, but I just wrote something nice, I think.
She wouldn't care.
But
What
it
does
is
she
fun.
care
I
at
do
that
like to
point?
sign a cane,
Yeah, I haven't
walk-
signed a cane.
a little walking stick. Have you ever done anything where they had a talking piece that you had to hold when you talk?
What do you mean?
Like I've done, I did a lot. I did like a Quaker youth retreats. I did different.
You have to hold what?
And they give you there'd be this would be like the talking piece. So they'd be like, obviously not brass knuckles at a Quaker retreat, but they give you paperweight. Actually, these are illegal, paperweight. They give you and you hold it and then it's like your turn to talk. So everyone looks at you.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
they just do that because I interrupt.
No, I remember that.
It might have just been given to
Yeah.
me.
What's the point of that?
I don't know. I was just wondering if it just popped into my head.
No, first of all, so many things are happening. I hate this concept of interrupting, which I think is like a Gentile concept. And I know I'm
Huge
considering you
interrupter.
part of the tribe. And we're interrupters. It's like, it's such a Gentile concept to me, something like, it's the same like when somebody goes, not to make this all about me. Like you'll tell a story, I'll tell a story. And they're like, sorry, didn't mean to make it about me. It's like, you're about you, I'm about me.
Yeah, why would you not be about you?
Don't talk about me.
Also, why would you be about me? I don't like all this
I
stuff where
don't-
it's like you're being selfish. You should be being selfish.
Like you tell me about you. I'm not assuming like this. I don't even know how we got in this mess. It's the same with the interrupting you just brought up with this type of like whoever's got the best shit to say wins.
And also, yes, and then catch up with me.
So
Interrupt
that's
me
it.
back. I don't care.
That's it.
We had this director on from Damien Leone who was so good because, and we thought we were going to get destroyed because Todd and I were so excited he was on. He makes horror movies that we were like, I mean, just jumping on him basically. We were
Right.
like, da 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 da, and we like this movie and this movie. And so we were like, oh my God, his fans are going to be so mad at us for interrupting and talking so much. And there weren't that many. I mean, a couple people said that because he's going to kill me in one of the movies. So a couple people said, maybe you should cut out her vocal cords.
Fine.
And go like, make fun of her that way. But he always came back. He's strong and dominant
well, because
and
what
confident.
it does, it's
He
a
knows the story.
racist policy. It actually stifles conversation rather than, I saw some article that called it overlap talking, which is an ethnic thing to some extent. But white culture is trying to shut everybody up for some reason, not to get woke and whatever. But I would say boring cultures, okay?
Yeah.
Versus, louder people, they talk over
Yeah.
an idea. Somebody, it sparks something inspiring, whatever. You really get to the height of an idea versus it being stifled and shut down immediately.
And then you wait. And also for me, ADD and the way my humor works, like I think of a joke really fast. I know you're the
Very
same way.
quick.
I think of it very quickly. I had to say it immediately or the time passes, then there's no joke. There are jokes that haunt me that I didn't say. There are jokes that haunt me.
1000%.
I think about it, I go, oh my God, the joy, and it might have been awkward in the moment. The joy it would have brought viewers at home would have been unbelievable.
The amount of opportunities you and I are seizing at the rate that we're seizing is actually, it's like gladiator
Yes.
level, okay? Versus, say, Todd, as an example, okay?
Todd's funny though. Todd's funny.
Todd's very funny. But I'm saying like the camera thing or whatever.
Right.
Like by the time he set it up,
There were so many jokes.
We've conquered
There were so
10
many jokes. You took down
opportunities.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
She'd already taken down Elon Musk before the cameras were on. Okay.
Listen, Annie drives a Tesla, which makes sense for her. I drive a 40-year-old 1983 Toyota Corolla, which also makes sense for me. Okay. Now the difference is design. My car is still beautiful 40 years later. Her car will last another year. Okay.
Yeah.
The other thing is I think Steve Jobs, Elon Musk openly, I think, stole
Yeah.
from, trying to
Sure.
be iPad, the white, whatever. But the difference is Steve Jobs would roll over if he saw that you just tapped like an iPad onto the dash and it wasn't integrated into the gap.
You have a
Dash.
Steve Jobs vibe to your look.
Thank you.
As
Thank
you're
you.
saying
It's a
this,
big
it's
compliment.
screaming Steve Jobs.
So it's just even your Apple Watch. It's a great function.
But it's hideous.
That looks like an iPhone 3G
Okay.
on your wrist.
But it's
okay?
ugly.
Steve Jobs, that's the first product I believe. And if you had somebody
It
look
happened
things
after he
up
died.
that they put out after he died, I think he would have rolled over until it looked like this, just a watch. Because remember when he did the Apple Air? Remember how he released that? He came out, it was like a manila envelope, and he was just like, oh, I got something in the mail. And then
Yeah.
pulls out a computer. He would have just walked out on stage, just nothing. And I'm like, does anybody have the time? It turns on. It would have looked like a regular watch.
Wait, the iPad Air. Okay, wait a second. That was it looked like the cell phone.
No, sorry, the Mac Air.
The Mac Air. Okay. Because
The Air
I'm
Mac.
thinking about, remember when they had before your cell phone had internet on it? Or wait, what the hell was
You're
it?
talking the Palm Pilot.
What was the fucking thing?
iPod?
No, there was an in-between thing.
Palm Pilot.
iPod Touch. What the fuck was that? What did it do?
No, it was the
iPod
AirPod.
Touch. She's right.
Yeah, the
iPod Touch. I had
Oh,
a boyfriend who
iPod
got me one,
Touch.
and I couldn't believe it. I was like, he
It
must
was
want to
just a
marry me.
music machine. You just had music on.
Oh God. See, in my head, he wanted to marry me, and looking back, he just wanted me to shut the fuck up and listen to some music. He's like, here you go. Why don't you turn this louder?
They were expensive back then. But it's just like, it's just a difference in the details and the amount of opportunity seized and the way that they're executed. And we're like, it's crazy how much we're catching. And so when somebody's not operating at that speed, I'm like,
You're right. Why would I stifle? Why would I go down? You know what I was also talking to someone about today? Why is it an insult to try hard? I hate when people go, oh God, she tries so hard. What, to make jokes and laugh? And I'm constantly trying to entertain people. Why would that be an insult?
There's two ways to go about it. And I equate myself. Like I look, there's like the Pete Davidson, the I don't care, whatever, very charming. I find his special. I personally enjoy him because he's the antithesis of what I am, which is I work really, and not to say that he doesn't.
You are also giving me a slight Pete Davidson.
Okay,
there
great.
is something
Wow,
also going on. No, wait, do you have a girlfriend?
I'm dating someone, yes.
Okay. I'm happy for you, but also I like the idea of you going through a lot of like big name celeb girlfriends.
Great. I mean, listen, what's her name?
I mean, not to. I mean,
Emily
I hope
Ratajkowski. If you're
wouldn't
out
that be
there,
just so good. If
Emily,
you just kinda,
me and you. I see a future. By the way.
Well, she hooked up with Eric Andre too, so
Perfect.
she's got.
I think it's me next. I think it's Pete, Eric, Robby Hoffman. That's the order.
Just saying. Anyway.
So there's the Pete Davidson, just chill, kind of stepped into success, just is such a delight. And you can't help, it's infectious. And then on the other side, there's like a Taylor Swift. Very prolific in the amount that she puts out, continuously trying, a million, puts out, 6 albums a year, God knows what. And I think both work. You just have to know what you are. And it's fine. I don't like when somebody insults the other thing. Like growing up, I was one of the first jobs I had, it was a kids' TV writing job.
Oh, and that's weird. This was 1910?
Yeah, exactly. In 1910. TV
had
had just come out.
Back then.
And I was like the only girl. It was me and 2 guys writing the show. And then I realized we had a character called Polly who was going to have a lemonade stand. We'd teach money through it, of course.
Oh my God.
Okay. And they go, well, Polly, she's not going to be too girly. Don't worry. Like, we're going to put her in Converse. She'll be cool. And I'm like, what's wrong with being girly?
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing
wrong. They didn't want to offend you?
Yeah, they were like, oh, I was like, and then I realized like I'm the voice for so many girls, and we made Polly so girly. She had like feather pens and, and
so
sticker
funny.
earrings and everything. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with being too girly, but boys, dumped on our shit when we were kids. I never said Tonka trucks were crap. You thought our shit was gay. We never insulted your shit. So it's just like, not one is better. They're different.
Well, I was always like trying to impress my brother. So I was always trying to incorporate, if I was playing with dolls, they had to be doing like more masculine things. So I would like make them fuck each other, fight each other. I would use like the guns from my brother's G.I. Joes that were so small, so much smaller than my Barbies.
I'm surprised you're not bisexual.
Many have tried.
Okay.
Many have tried.
It would work for
Todd's
you.
trying right now.
Oh, there we go.
Todd does watch lesbian porn. I just have to out him. Anyway, okay.
I played with dolls. I hated my brothers growing up. I had 5 brothers. I just said, Ma, they need help. Like I would come home and I'd be like, she'd be like, can you help them with their homework? I'm like, the helpless. These are people. It's a Rahmanis, but maybe they'll get jobs somewhere. And that's it. Not everybody's cut out for school, Ma. It's just one of those things.
Well, yeah,
okay?
it's like, why would I spend my time tutoring them? I could be excelling or doing something.
And I played with Barbies all the time, but my mother would come in and, my Barbies were always naked, which should be a sign to something.
Were you always eating them out?
No.
I was like, oh my God.
But my mother hated when dolls were naked. She'd be like, can't you put something on them? I'm like, they have nothing to wear. They're sick of everything because I wanted her to buy those separates. Remember when they sold separate outfits for the Barbies? But they were like as much almost as a newborn.
It's so funny that we like when you're a kid, and I see it with my nieces too, like they channel like parts of their personalities into the doll.
Yeah.
Like my niece will blame her doll. Like she'll say something fucked up and she'll go, it was Hebe or whatever. Hebe's not here, bitch. Hebe's in.
Hebe seems like a Jewish slur too. Something else to look into.
Hebe's a duck too. It's got a bill.
Yeah.
Is there water for me, my love?
No, I got the last liquid death.
Is my water in the car?
He doesn't have.
What?
Can you get my water from the car?
Do you want half of here? Why don't you have this?
I don't want. I don't want to catch what you got going on.
Look what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish my tea. This is how pathetic it is
here. I'm a
here.
little Jewish. I don't want to get too Jewish. You're a full-blown Jew?
You bet. Okay, look at this.
Why did you have to make it a bet?
You bet.
Wow.
Okay, and then that's for you.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
And so now nobody has AIDS, and we both have water. L'chaim.
Wait, we were just talking about the AIDS. I was just talking about the AIDS walk. Do they have the AIDS walk in Canada?
No.
Okay, AIDS walk was like so much of my childhood.
The AIDS
walk.
walk.
When I think about it, every year there was the AIDS walk in Philadelphia, and it would go around the Philadelphia Museum of Art. It was this long walk, and you would get people. You would go door to door, and you would get people to like give you 10 cents a mile for walking. and you would get all this money for the AIDS walk. And
Did you give the money to the? I feel like
I gave AIDS to the people.
Yeah,
no,
you did.
I gave them the money, but it was just that was like our little Quaker upbringing. There was a lot of it was very AIDS focused. My childhood.
Very AIDS. You know what? Montreal, the city where I mostly grew up, it apparently I watched a documentary once where the ACT, the drug that stopped AIDS or something, cured AIDS, was very much pushed in Montreal. Just shout out to Montreal and the AIDS people.
Well, if you're gonna brag about your place, I was brought up Quaker. We did start the Underground Railroad, but we were
Wait,
the
are
ones
you the
that started.
furniture people?
We're the Underground Railroad people.
Wait, are you really Quaker? Don't they
Yes,
make
I brought up
amazing
Quaker,
chairs?
Which you actually are, again, giving me a Quaker vibe here.
It's
I
a
may
vibe
be
I don't
projecting
get.
on you. I might be projecting on you, but I do this a lot. Josh Potter always calls me out on it. I'll be like, Josh, he's like, I'm not just like you. And I was like, oh. I always think something's going to happen. If he's carrying his passport, I'm like, you're going to lose that. And he's like, why would I lose my passport? I'm like, oh.
We are more alike than I think people would. Like you know what I love about like when any interaction we've had, you come as you are, I come as I am.
It's
period.
nonstop.
There's nothing.
There's
it's
no
like
feelings could possibly be hurt.
No, zero. I've never been offended in my life, and it's an issue in my communities.
No, it's so
Like,
funny.
It's really
so
insane.
Good. No, you're a trailblazer.
It's really insane. Like, I don't know. To me, like after growing up poor, like there's nothing else. Like I don't.
Yeah, you just be
It's
yourself.
just a delight. It's just a delight to be here.
It's fun to be around. It's good to be alive.
And that's it. But I do, not to say that these issues aren't, but I find it a delight to be here.
Yes.
And not like that. It's so.
I feel the same way. I feel and even when I think back on like a traumatic childhood and stuff, I think back, I go, I had fun the whole fucking time. Every crazy thing that happened to me was exciting, exhilarating, fun. Could have been a scene in a movie, like an action movie. I was like running all the time. I was hiding.
We would have been good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But did you get in trouble?
All the time.
I was in a lot of trouble.
I was a class clown, which for a girl isn't a fun, it's embarrassing a bit. But I remember one day, so I kept getting in trouble for interrupting, for talking, okay? And then like having fights and whatever. So I said, you know what, Ma? She goes, can't you just be good? I was on subsidy at the school. It's a nice private Jewish school. I went for free. Okay, everybody was rich but me, and I was extreme. Like it was so noticeable.
And they heard about it.
Yeah, no, and they heard about it. I used to never talk about it. Now I only talk about it, but they reminded you constantly. Like I'd say it was a field trip, extra $35 for the bus that my mother didn't want to give. I stayed in the library.
Do you call them bucks in Canada or Looney Toonies?
The bus.
No, bucks.
We call them bucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Their money's plastic.
Yeah, you can't rip it. You can't forge it. Your
You can
money
put it in the
system
water,
is
you can dry it
your
off.
money is fake. That's the thing. We call everybody else's country money fake, but this dollar is worth nothing.
This is actually so fake looking too. It's like couldn't look faker. Look how upset he looks too. He looks cocky. You know what he looks like? He looks like he's getting away with giving you fake money. Look at his face.
Oh my God. I remember getting in trouble. Okay, I
the
think
same
that
vibe.
is
No, I'm just
fake.
kidding.
I remember
It's the
getting in
real-
trouble and then all the time. And then I was like, you know what? Today I'm not even going to talk at school. If I don't talk, if I have no interactions with the soul, I'm not going to get a strike, a penalty, detention, nothing.
What happened?
So I go to school. Mom, the whole day, I'm like, it's going pretty well. Okay. Suddenly in the afternoon, a fight breaks out. I'm sitting at my desk. I have nothing to do with the fight. Okay. It's like right there. Okay. There's like 4 desks. They're all there. And then teacher runs in or somebody runs in and goes, all of you. And I'm like, like he just grabbed everybody who was in that
I've
vicinity.
always gotten in trouble for everyone doing anything bad ever. I've always been the one that gets yelled at. My RAs, they were the worst. In college, the RA would come out and be like, Annie, keep it down. I'm like, there's 45 people in the hallway. I'm like, are you kidding me, bitch? She goes, your voice penetrates. Like, I don't give a fucking shit. You hear other people talking too, bitch.
Yeah, like
When
everybody's
I'm the leader
like
of the
singling
crew,
out.
That's what it is. We have power, so they assume we should be the ones that are able to stop the fight.
And they could tell we're not into the shit, like we're not.
And this fucking bitch, she's sitting. I'm like, why don't you stop having your bed next to the door? Why? Who sleeps with their bed next to the door?
Who wants to be an
Some
RA?
bitch that wants to fucking hear Annie Lederman talking in the hallway.
These are pre-cops. The
They
RA.
are.
They're pre-cops.
nerds.
It's so weird.
What a loser. I mean, I think that was maybe for a tuition break too. But the college went out of business. Like, pick a better college.
Wait, what college went out
Our
of
college, I went to
business?
the College of Santa Fe. It doesn't exist anymore. It
How
came
does a
back to
college
life.
go out
Okay,
of
listen.
business? It's supposed to be not-for-profit. First of all, it
There
shouldn't be a
was-
business.
Okay, so good point. Well, it was founded by the LaSallian Christian brothers. So there were these Christian brothers that would walk around, which they look like from ancient times, honestly. similar to someone else.
What is that?
They wore like the rabbit teeth things, like where they had like the white things here, and then they had the robes, and they just walk around campus, and it was so weird, and they were all so old looking. They had like really old glasses that were like thick in a weird way that don't exist anymore, and there were like 5 of them, and they lived off in these barracks, the Christian Brothers
don't
area.
say barracks.
Barracks. They were old war barracks. Our cafeteria was the morgue.
Okay.
It was the morgue, our cafeteria, and that's the truth.
Were you at Auschwitz? Like, where was this school?
We were in Auschwitz. It was in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and it was a cute, weird little school. And then they would get like different areas of the school would get funded, so there would just be like the most beautiful art building you've ever seen, just like this gorgeous art building.
Right.
And then there would be like a tennis center, and then the psychology department that I was in was
That's
just barracks.
terrifying.
In the barracks.
Not
And then
letting anyone into
so it
these
goes out of
programs.
business. There was some embezzlement going on.
Of course.
It went out of business. Then it came back as the Santa Fe
Comedy
Art
Club.
Institute,
Okay.
Comedy Community, Art Institute. And they were trying, it was just weird they had a tennis center, okay? Out of all these places, and New Mexico is just like it's a desert, and then there's just this
scary.
giant tennis center. So they tried to bring it back. That went out of business again. And then all the barracks burned to the ground. And now it's just an empty space in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
It's a Holocaust memorial.
It is,
Recreation. You know how they go like the old timey recreation? What's it called there? When you go Pioneer Town or something like this,
yeah.
where everybody's like 1800s. They could do this in America. For the, and
College of
here's
Santa Fe?
here are the barracks, and
But
you
they
can have
just
the whole
have-
experience. You sleep like a Jew.
They had
then
people
you
dressed
eat-
like me. They had people dressed like me in the early 2000s with just a bloody face from being drunk and crashing my scooter. It was fun. It was
I don't
a
know why
good
this
school.
is reminding me. I really want to see Rust with you. When
okay.
when what's his name? Alec Baldwin. I almost call him Mel Gibson. When Alec Baldwin's movie Rust comes out, which it's supposed to come out,
We should go out. We
Can
should do
go
red
see it?
carpet. We should do red
do red
carpet.
carpet. Can you get us tickets?
Honestly, I will do my goddamn best.
I've shown with a cap gun. I'm going theme.
No, go. Oh my God, we should
No.
show up in like
When
old
they
Western
told me
outfits?
it resumed, when I saw
How
it
could it be
resume,
resumed? He's on trial.
resumed production.
He's on trial. I had the best Russ joke in the last episode,
what is
and we
it?
edited it out.
Why did
They
you
were
edit? So
talking
get
about
it
a
again
show.
here.
It was Scanners. They were talking about when the guy's head explodes, and I was like, "What movie were we talking about? Rust?" And it was just, the woman had just died. I
Can
don't
we
know, I just
please?
felt
We'll go as dates. Todd, allow it. Okay,
Yeah.
platonic
Todd's
dates
cool.
to Rust.
bad. Okay, are we dressing? Okay, wait.
I'm dressing Rust, but you can dress however you want. But wear a gown if you want. I think it'll look nice. You could wear
I
your
want
hair
to
the same.
do. We have to be doing like news, like
Rust.
fake news.
Yeah,
Like,
we got Haley Joel Osment. I wonder who's gonna come.
Is Haley Joel a part of it?
No, but I'm just trying to think. What's the list?
I was like, Haley Joel saw that. He witnessed dead people for real. He's like, I really saw a dead person.
oh my god! Like literally, Rust resuming production was one of my highlights of
I
2022.
couldn't
It better be a
believe
good
it.
movie.
But it
better
also
be really
came out
good.
the same day that news came out. Was like the day after. They're like, Alec Baldwin's being.
No, he is. He's getting 6
The
years
charges-
minimum. He's getting 6 years minimum. I want to visit him in prison too. Like, I'm going to send a letter. Like, I'm going to be one of those people. It's unbelievable.
Should we get like Alec Baldwin tattoos or something first to show
I can't
her?
get a tattoo.
Oh,
I'm not
Jewish?
an animal. No, just what am I coloring on myself?
Oh, wait. This is actually reminding me. I have no tattoos.
Same. Wow.
So that's
That's very rare nowadays.
I know, and it feels very special.
It does
I feel
feel
so
so- are we
fucking
pure-
cool.
we're purer
I
than
feel so
virgins.
cool.
It's
We're
unreal.
Virgins. It's like we're wearing a white dress
Yeah.
always.
It's like, yeah.
But okay, so my niece is coming to town. We go to Venice Beach. I'm like, what's something fun we can do? I'm like, let me get them henna tattoos. I've never gotten
so
one.
fun.
Right? What
So
a great
fun.
thing. My one niece gets like this flower. The other one gets a dragon. That's 3 weeks ago. I wake up to a picture of their skin is all puffy and it's all
It's
infected
your
and
fault.
stuff.
They have AIDS.
So there's a certain type, and it was like a Mexican guy doing it. And I don't know why I was like, this Mexican guy has got this down. Like he'll know exactly
no,
how
you need an Arabic,
I
Middle
know,
Eastern. It's henna.
And my beautiful, my woman, Aruna, who does my eyebrows, Aruna Threads, you should check her out. She's amazing threading. She does henna, and I could have taken them there, but it was just the spur of the
no,
moment
it's
thing.
on the street. It's a fun
So
experience.
they're doing the thing. And so my sister-in-law looked it up. Will you look up what's in black henna at street fairs? It's
Black
really
henna?
bad. Black henna street fairs.
Oh no.
He's scared to write black. 'Cause
Psoriasis.
He's going to see what else is up there.
Yeah.
Black cock, something else he looked up.
All right, what am I looking at?
Black?
henna, street fair henna.
What am I looking up?
I mean, well, yeah, just the pictures. Of
What's in it? Just say
What's
like
in it?
poison. Just write poison.
Oh, poison.
This is why I don't date men.
He's the best man too. There's no better man than
This
him.
is, I've
He's
never
literally-
liked a
I'm not
man
even
more.
kidding. This is the number one man of all time ever. He's everything.
This is
I
the
will
man I love
acknowledge his
most.
limitations. Yes, I will.
So you can
Okay.
imagine if I don't like you how I am.
Yeah.
All right. So it says so-called black henna may contain the coal tar color
May contain. Definitely has
that
this.
causes allergic reactions. So that's what it is. It's like
She said there's arsenic
tar.
in it sometimes. That's what I was
Well,
looking
I
for.
not
believe her. She
seeing
definitely
arsenic.
the mom loop. She'll go down. Is this
Well,
your
I was
brother's
gonna go
kids?
this is my brother, my twin brother's
Unreal.
daughters, and I was gonna, as a joke, get a tramp stamp that said Tampa because I'm going to Tampa with my
Yeah.
dates, and then.
Thank God you didn't.
But also, it would have been funny if I got the rash, not my nieces. Like if I got a rash, that's fucking endless content. It's so
you
funny.
need a rash.
I-
There's an hour
I
around
haven't had
your
a
rash.
rash in years, and I
No.
feel like such a rash person. Everyone's expecting there to be a
I know
rash. on me.
rashes are really not happening at the. We've
Rash.
really eradicated rashes.
To go from Russ to rash is such a logical
rash.
jump. But anyway, so my nieces
What's the
are
name of
all,
the
I
app?
fucked them up, and then I took them to the wax museum, and I thought it'd be funny if I blew all the wax figures, so I had to have.
How old are they?
They're little, so they're 6 and 10. But
Okay.
my sister-in-law, we'd be like, "Go run along with daddy." So they would go into the room ahead of him with him, and then my sister-in-law was taking pictures of me with like my face like blowing all of the. It was great.
I love that it's a trip with your brother too.
Yeah, of course. My
You
brother's
know.
just like, and he's off ahead anyway.
And he's
just like
your
I
only
can't.
sibling.
No, I have an older brother too,
Ah,
Timmy.
What do you think of him?
I love Timmy.
a bit
Timmy's
again-
actually really. Max, what you would think would be the best because he's the twin and everything, but Timmy's there, he's around.
Max, you got to
he's
step
good.
it up.
Max is really doesn't give a shit. He's busy. Max is like a cat. We're all dogs. It's like, come
Yeah.
on, Max.
Yeah.
Fucking come hang out. What are
Yeah.
you doing, man?
Yeah,
Why are you hiding over there? Why are you scratching us?
yeah,
But we love him. He's good. He's just busy.
yeah.
But anyway, did you learn anything else?
No, he's.
Did you
not
notice how
learning.
he was struggling to read too?
well, it's just like it's saying,
He looks like he's really trying to read.
side effects of black henna tattoo is, severe itching, burning.
Yep, that's what they have.
They have it.
vesicles oozing.
Oh, I don't know if there's oozing.
I think
yet.
it's just allergic reaction to it.
There's arsenic in it.
I'm
There's
not seeing
arsenic, okay? Until I would look up if I were you, black henna arsenic.
Yeah, just try it
I
out.
just
I
put the
know.
word
Just
in.
try it out.
Like, what does it take for a man to think?
Wait, so you put Todd to work right away. He is the producer, so that
No,
makes sense. But
Yeah.
in life, I think people can kind of sense that Todd can get shit done.
Yes.
So he gets like, I was talking to my ayahuasca shaman today.
Okay, happens.
He has like a trip that he's going to do in another country, and I want to go on it. And I was like, oh God, I wish Todd doesn't want to do ayahuasca, which I respect. And I actually think it's kind of hot that he just doesn't do all the things that I
somebody's
do.
got to take care of you.
Well, have you
you're
ever
on the
dated
ayahuasca.
anyone that just does everything you do and you're like, oof? It's like
I
not
almost
hot.
do nothing.
So wouldn't that bother you if they did nothing?
No.
No? Okay.
It would bother me if they were like on coke the whole time and I don't do anything.
Yeah.
That would bother me probably more. I like
I
a
know,
glass
I've
of wine,
never
but I know
dated
you're
like
so.
a cokehead really since college. That would be weird if you're just someone like, are you doing
I've
coke
never done
again?
coke. You know what? And then you get like past 30. I'm like, I'm not going to try it now.
It's coke is so lame. I'll do it, but it's lame.
She'll do
It's
it though.
really nothing.
you
it's
were
like
sober,
a
but
nothing.
this is
I am
California sober.
Look,
This is
I'm
Demi
sober.
Lovato.
I'm sober. I'm sober. I'm
This
Demi
is the
Lovato.
they, them,
I'm
Demi Lovato, California sober.
I'm sober. I'm sober. No, I don't drink, is what I say. And that's for real.
Okay, great. I do want to do the same thing you're talking about with the shaman with magic mushrooms. I really
yeah,
want to
like
have a psychedelic,
Yes.
psychological trip.
Or someone's there guiding
somebody
you and taking
guiding.
somewhere
Yeah,
good.
I want the therapeutic
Yeah.
phase
But
of
have
it.
you ever done mushrooms
I've
regularly?
had it 3
Mhm.
times. Taken my not a dose that gives you that
Mhm.
psychological therapy, and I never giggled more in my life.
Yeah, it's fun.
Like
I
I was
microdose.
giggling like crazy.
I'm on a little mushroom right now.
You are? So
Every
what's with
morning
the
I take a little bit.
Really?
Well, I get cluster headaches, and for some reason, mushrooms, like, I think it has to do with my breath. They can't figure out what cluster headaches are, but every 2
What's
years,
that?
I usually get them really bad, and I can't work or do anything. And this year, I just listened to all of the message boards, and I'm taking microdose mushrooms, and it's like I can feel the shadow of where I would get a debilitating headache, and I don't get it. It just opens something.
Yeah. So after I was so afraid to take it, so afraid to take it, so afraid to take it. But then I did it. I was giggling.
It's
I'm
so
like,
fun.
guys, I'm giggling. Everyone's like, yeah. And I'm like telling everybody I'm laughing. So like the whole
You
time.
gotta come to Skankfest this next year.
I really want to.
Let's get
Who's
you into
booking that?
Skankfest.
What's his name?
I'll
Louis?
work on that.
Okay,
Louis,
get
yeah.
me.
Louis Gomez.
Yeah.
But because you at Skankfest would be really fun because it's very like hallucinogenic, fun. Hangs
Yeah.
with
Nobody would
comics.
expect me there.
It's very fun, and you would be perfect there.
Great.
But I was telling Annie if I went with her to the ayahuasca thing, I wouldn't do it, but I would like hang out with everyone and I'd be like, "Oh, how are you feeling?" And they'd be like, "Oh, I just feel like this way." And I'd be like, "Ooh, that's not supposed to happen."
You just like mess
That's
with everyone.
Ooh, I think
Like,
you did
you
it
look
wrong.
a little sick. Are you okay?
I think you did too much.
The worst thing you could do. But it was
Yeah.
funny because my shaman was like, because I was like, I wish Todd would just like, because I want him to be with, like,
Yeah.
selfishly, I don't care if he wants to do it or not. Like, I trust that he doesn't want to do it, and I believe that that's the right choice for him. I selfishly want my fucking love next to me while I'm doing hallucinogens. Like, I just want him there. It would just be so great for me. So I try.
So
love,
still go on the trip and don't.
But that's what my shaman goes, well, maybe he can drive the bus and just be there. I was like, that's so funny how much people just Todd. Like, even my fucking shaman's just like, well, have him be the bus driver.
You have to be, listen, it's the sidekick rule, which you're a producer, but you're also taking on this. You have to not take that personally. It's somebody to bounce off of. It's a light, it's a jokey neggy, and you can't take it.
I've never seen Todd take anything personally ever.
No, thank God.
No, I don't.
But some people they do, and it's like, oh, you're mean. It's like
It's
nobody's.
so
It's
weird.
so annoying.
Oh, I've worked with people where it's like they're mad, and I'm like, this is like, go watch Howard Stern. Watch there's always a producer you make fun of.
Okay.
In everything, it's like
you
there's
want
the
nice,
person.
nice. Watch Ellen.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And by the way, and then behind the scenes, she'll tear your ass
Believe
up.
me.
Okay. Do
Believe
you want it
me.
on camera as a joke, or do you want it
Believe
for
me.
real off camera? It's gonna happen somehow.
I always joke I have the opposite Ellen. Well, I come like I'm like aggressive. I'm rough around the edges, versus
You
like
don't
Ellen,
dance. You just come out like very stiff.
Yeah, like Ellen purports to be kind. She's dancing around, and like you said, she's a terror to work with. And I'm like aggressive and rough, but I'm actually a delight to fucking work
but
with.
I don't mind that she's a terror to work with.
No,
I mean, I
same.
never worked with her, but sometimes you hear these stories like, get another job then. Was she really pissing you off so much?
No, but
she didn't
also
let you
it's
eat
like-
beef jerky in the
You think
green
Jimmy
room? Who cares?
Kimmel's a delight to work
I know,
with?
it's just like, people are busy, they're high strung, their jobs
and plus,
are
we
stressful.
did this to Ellen. We can't be upset. You
Yes.
canceled her show when she came
You
out.
canceled her show when she came
She
out.
has no
the minute
trust.
she came out,
Okay.
you
Like,
canceled her show.
So she built a fortress, and she
she's
just
done
that's
so
it.
much. She's an icon.
And
She's
she's
done
an
so
icon.
much.
She's a
And
legend.
She also made lesbianism totally chill while like weird middle America women are folding their clothes.
Of course. First of all,
She
there's nuance
Oprah'd
with
being-
everyone. There's nuance with everyone, and that's the whole thing.
She
Was
being a
Cosby
lesbian.
great for society
Listen,
in many
I would
ways?
say
He
Cosby's
was.
my favorite comedian.
But
I love Cosby so much. I actually took his sweater and I turned it into an
look at
ottoman.
that. Look,
That's how much I love that
it's
man.
so funny. My mother doesn't follow. Like you think I'm old. My mother is like 60, but seems like 130.
Yeah.
So she's extremely archaic, very analog, doesn't have a cell phone. I got one text from my mother's cell phone. It was like, help, emergency Connie. Somebody had put a button on her thing. She was fine and couldn't answer the phone. But she doesn't follow pop culture at all. So when the Cosby thing happened, like literally a year later, she still had not heard anything bad about Cosby. And I got a package in the mail. It was like 6 Cosby records, 3 CDs.
She's like, these were cheap. These were on
she's
sale.
Like, Cosby on sale at HMV, which is a
that's
store in
so
Canada. And she literally was like, she sends me comedy albums and stuff. And I'm like, Ma, I can't. And my ex at the time was like, you can't display these in my part of my records. I'm like, they're for my mother. Like, they're
Honestly,
for my mother.
that's great. And it's also very much like from another time, right?
They're from another time.
It's like, they have the Museum of Death where they have
That's it.
Heaven's Gate, the bunk beds people sleep on. So it's like, you're not saying like these bunk beds are chill. You're just saying at a moment in time, people killed themselves on these bunk beds.
Well,
Are we
it's the
throw
whole
the bunk
thing.
beds out, or are we going to show you?
Sometimes I get a message from somebody, oh, you're doing a show that's produced by this guy. This guy was, creepy, this and that. I go, yeah, I assume they're creepy.
Yeah.
Like I didn't rape no one.
Yeah.
Why would I work?
Yeah.
I've touched nobody. Okay. It's like I got into JFL the year that the head of that JFL guy
yeah.
was like outed as like a Me Too, like bonanza creep. And then there was some other, and it's their choice. But there was some other female comedians and stuff who opted out. They said, because of this, we're not working. And
was
it's
it
like,
from him saying the N-word, or is that the same guy?
no, he like
a different guy.
No, I think
it's the head guy.
I think he
That
was
just
like
the
sexually
booker.
assaulted many girls over time or whatever. One of the classic Me Too tale. Okay, and people were like opting out, and people asked me if I'm still going to do it. It's like, yeah, I raped no people. 0 people. Why would I not work? You not work. If men want to sit out
I know,
and do it,
and
it's
then
like,
they're like, I was
why would I
suppressed
not
by
work?
this, and it's like you suppressed yourself.
Yeah, it's like, why
That's a
should
good
I
point.
be punished?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even understand. If other guys who feel rapey in that moment go, you know what? I think I was a little creepy with a girl 3 years ago. I'm going to sit this one out and think about that. Fine. But I've done nothing. So you're going to take a queer girl off the lineup and put another guy who's probably raped somebody.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a weird, we've gone like, the performativeness on my behalf as like either a girl, whatever that means. I cut my tits off at this point. So I would say I'm like 75%.
Did you cut the tits off your Barbies? Was your mom like, what's going on in here?
No, but you know what? Barbies never were that well endowed. They always like were a little.
Did you have big tits?
No, I had a really nice, like a B32, B34.
Great tits. You just were done?
Weren't for me.
Love
weren't for me.
Did
It was
you give
the
them to
kind of
anyone?
thing. What? No, it was the kind of thing that as soon as I heard about top surgery, I was like, I'm the only person who told no one, put no GoFundMe, treated myself, and then like when the results were finished a year later, threw a pickup.
It's the best.
Done.
The pictures, I always DM you, and I'm like, these pictures are the greatest pictures I've ever seen.
I know.
When you just have a topless picture, it's everything. It's so good. I can't even explain it.
How good are the results?
They're so good. It's so fun. It's just like, it's fun. It's great.
People ask me that people want to find like, cheap places to do top surgery or something, saving $1,500. There's certain things you don't buy on
why
sale.
would you do that?
You don't buy your surgery on sale. You don't buy a parachute on sale. There's certain things.
Listen, when things are on sale, Bill Cosby probably rapes some bitches. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If
You got
there's a
one
sale-
nipple here, one nipple there. My nipples are right back where they should be.
Yep.
Everything I can feel.
No, it's great.
He took
and
his time.
It's almost too like, it's like you're hacking the censorship in the algorithm too.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I can show
really
everything.
exciting. It's really fun. It's like Sarah Silverman will always like throw up a picture of her like tit in the corner and it'll get taken down. And it's like, why are they taking this down? It's like, cut them off, bitch. Cut them off.
Cut them off if you don't want them.
Did you think about keeping them, sending them to anyone? Is there an ex? You were like, fucking take these tits.
And you know what? It's better now. It's also, I have much less risk for anything.
Yeah.
Tits are just problems when you get older.
Listen, as someone that doesn't really have to, the Lord gave me my top surgery.
Exactly.
My
But even
dad
if I
always
was your
jokes.
size, I would remove because I do
mine are
like the
padded right now.
masculine contour. Like for me, that like I'm Frankensteining my body in a way
It's
that
so
I
good.
like. And it's not for everyone. And even that language, some people are like, for me, I'm fine with it. And it feels like, okay, I live in the year where this is possible.
Yeah.
I'm in the times. Like
I
that's
think the only thing that I would judge of your surgery is that I think that you should have kept the tits, put them somewhere else. I think you should
On my
keep the
back?
amount of meat, put them on your ass.
Put them on my ass.
You
My
could have the
ass is
side
size-
thighs that the Kardashians had while they were dating black guys, and now they're slimming up again, and just left all these girls in the fucking Panama with their weird
literally.
ass implants, fucking infected, because now you date white guys. Okay, cool, guys.
Right.
That's cute.
Is Pete Davidson white? I feel he's very ambiguous.
No, he's white.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's white.
That checks out.
He is. He's just Staten Island, man.
Yeah, it's wild.
Have you met
out there.
Pete?
Never.
I think
no.
he'd be thick as thieves.
Oh, he seems really cool. Everybody's like, you like, he's so opposite. I'm like, yeah, I found it to be delightful. What do you want from me? Like, I like anything that's good. Whatever style you're doing, do you the best. I enjoy that.
What we were just talking about, it's like with reality stars, I just like every reality star. I realized everyone that I've hated, liked, loved, it's all the same feeling. You've entertained me. You've made me feel like happy.
That's
it makes me very excited.
Bonjour, I am sorry to disturb you so late.
With casing like that, you can disturb me anytime.
My name is Annette Saucisse. I'm here because I am sure my husband, Stuart Banger, is cheating on me.
With a name like Banger, you don't need a detective. I can't help you. But a true gentleman never turns his back on a dame. I'm on the case.
Merci. It is so good to know not all men are dogs.
Uh-huh. What? Oh, yeah. I'll call you as soon as I learn anything. Oh, Annette, you dirty fresh piece of meat. Oh, yeah. Barbecue, yeah.
Là, non, encore.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ow. Ah! Now that's what I call fast food. Who sent you? Stay away from Banger if you know what's good for you. I'm 3/4 saturated fat, bub. I ain't good for nobody. Looks like there's one more cheeseburger in paradise.
Oh boy, are we back to our favorite time of the week?
Here we go. Let's talk Displate.
Let's talk Displate Thursday.
Ooh, I wish I had my Displate with me.
Oh my God, we tried to bring our Displate,
But
on the plane.
the TSA was like, these are too cool. You guys can travel with these. You're gonna
You
dent
guys
them up.
must be on drugs if you think you're going to travel with something this cool, because only cool people have Displate. They go, this hard. What do you do on top of these hard surfaces? Do you put little powders out on it? We said, no, we do not.
And here's the thing. Displates are high-quality prints on metal. They're mounted with magnets and can be changed out quickly and easily. How
I tried
great
to
is
take
that?
them to the metal detector. They said, no, ma'am.
It went ding, ding, ding,
They said,
ding.
no cool
And I said,
girls
these are my
allowed in this
posters.
plane.
And they go, posters, they're paper, though. And I go, no.
No. Posters for losers, for posers. Posers have posters that are paper. They're getting paper cuts. They're bleeding all over the plane. We just wanted to come on the plane with a cool thing. We're gonna go into the bathroom and put it up in the bathroom. I got I have a new one. I have a Sublime one. I was gonna bring my Sublime one to Tampa.
And you know, with millions of epic designs, you could get yourself licensed Star Wars art.
No way.
Or a
Star
scene
Wars?
from your favorite Netflix show. And you know I just came out with my Netflix show, Outlast.
I got really actually so scared when you said something cool. I thought you were going to say Star Trek, which is so nerdy, but you said Star Wars, which is so cool. And you got to get the Outlast poster. Todd's beautiful show that came out. It was number 2 on Netflix top 10.
So get yourself an
weeks.
Outlast display.
And you know what? That display
Take a
will
picture,
outlast
send it to
any.
us.
It will outlast any paper poster you've ever had.
That's true. In case you're feeling bad about yourself and your contributions to society, with every Displate purchased, 1 tree is planted.
Oh my God. Display just got so much better.
That's crazy.
Wait a second. Are you serious?
That's crazy to me.
I feel like my plates are displaced. I don't even know what's going on here.
Yep.
That's cool they planted a tree. That's so sweet. Do you want a tree or not? Click the link in our description to see some of my favorites and get your ready-to-hang piece of art. Save 22% if you buy 1 or 2 and get 33% off when you buy 3 or more. Okay, and you're going to want to buy 3 or more. This discount will be automatically applied to your cart when you click the link. Use code AnnieWood when you visit Displate.com to get the discount. That's Displate.com, code AnnieWood, or click the link in the show notes. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Now look, we're in a very scary time. We accidentally rented an Airbnb in a very terrifying part of town. There's roosters, there's prostitutes. I'm scared.
There's rooster toots.
Rooster shoots. The roosters are wearing like little bikinis. Oh my gosh.
And here's the thing. Learning who you are is a lifelong journey. And BetterHelp's online therapy can help you deepen your self-awareness until you're no longer bringing home losers.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Did they write that in there?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's cool. Okay, so let me just tell you something. So a few of these things that are happening for me on this trip that I need therapy for, that BetterHelp has helped me with, is I got this Airbnb, okay? I'm scared. It's bringing up my PTSD from the losers I used to bring home who would love this area. And then also, I have to deal with the shame that I brought my family and Todd's family into a war zone. It's dangerous here. Okay, I brought them into this
It's more like a ward zone,
ward.
like
Oh,
a
yeah.
psych ward
Because
zone.
they've been released. Let's just say they didn't get BetterHelp. And if they had, we would be in a very nice neighborhood, but I'm scared. I'm frightened someone's going to jump
So
this
we just
fence.
drove around all day handing out the
The
promo
code
codes.
because these people are going to really shine after this like we have. And I will tell you, I no longer bring home losers. I only bring home winners. Todd,
So
how
take
much money
a-
you've won?
I win so much money
Every
because
day.
I took a quick survey to get connected with a BetterHelp licensed therapist.
It's convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. You don't have to wait for your therapist schedule anymore. How annoying is that? It's like, ugh.
See, my favorite part is if you need to switch therapist, you can make the change at no additional extra charge.
Oh, and I love that because sometimes the losers you're bringing home are your therapist. And that's inappropriate, but they would never do that to you on BetterHelp. Discover your potential with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/AnnieWood today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/AnnieWood. Todd, do you want to tell her what your new thing is?
What's your new
Here's
thing,
Todd's
Todd?
new thing. I like to let Todd have everything he wants. I love spoiling him. I love letting Todd be Todd. Todd's new thing is that he's found on the internet.
Oh,
He wants to make his own ecosystem in our house.
You ever see those? They're like people make
like
their
a
have you
own.
ever seen
bonsai?
these?
No, they make like their own. What are they called? Like Terra systems or.
They make a large tank. They put different plants in it, and they just start
Bonsai?
adding different types of like crabs and frogs and apex
No,
predators.
you don't have
Why
this
the
in a
fuck
house.
would I let
It's
you
gonna
bring
reek.
new weird creatures?
Yeah. I saw one. They had these. He put like shrimp in. The shrimp had like babies, and he's like, so. You don't want to have the population of the shrimp, so you get these crabs to
To
eat.
kill
them.
them.
No,
And
somebody
then you don't
into
want the
aquariums
crabs.
is a strange
It's so weird,
individual.
and this isn't like we're like pre-engaged, like we're about to get engaged, and it's like he is starting to show some signs that I should run.
Are you buying the ring for him to give to you?
No, my mom found a
Okay.
ring from my great
Yeah,
grandmother,
thank
which you
God.
probably would
Oh
love.
my
it's from
God,
the
I would
1800s.
like that.
And,
Great-great-grandmother
and
is
then
crazy.
great great aunt, and then his mom had like a bracelet with diamonds on it. So Todd's job, and I want you to know
He's
what
never
Todd's
getting
job
this
is.
done.
He's not getting it fucking done. Okay,
No, he's
Heavy. Do you
never
know
getting
Heavy?
this
Canadian
done.
comedian
Yeah,
Heavy.
yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
do know Heavy. I only met him once or twice. He DM'd me for something. I wasn't sure if it was a
Okay.
scam or what it is.
The face you just made is so good.
Okay.
But Heavy, we love Heavy. I love Heavy.
Okay, shout out to Heavy.
Heavy's cool. We love Heavy. Heavy's like a jeweler, and it does feel scammy.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Because
Yes,
he's always
he's working
the
with
offers are
jewels.
too good to be true.
He's always
I don't know
working
what's
with
going
jewels.
on.
He's
Okay,
always
yeah,
working
well
with
that
jewels.
checks out.
He's always working with
The
jewels.
Canadian Jew, it's worth
Yes,
you know.
and he is. I'm
I could
sure
say
he's
that.
taking a little extra, but we love heavy pockets because it's our money in there.
He's heavy for
But
a
okay,
reason.
so I know we were talking the other day, he was smoking weed, and I was like, you need to chill on that. You're going to become heavy again. He used to be quite heavy. That's
is
where
he
he got his
not
nickname.
heavy?
He's not
What
really
do you
heavy
do
anymore.
when you're not heavy anymore and you're heavy?
It's
It's like Pink with the hair. Like she can't ever undye her hair. It's like Pink. What cool if you just went brunette. Like,
But also
we
I
don't care.
I think
do
her
you?
name's like Alicia. You can't go from Pink to Alicia though.
Oh,
You know
is
what
her
I
name
mean?
Alicia?
I think it's Alicia.
But she could just like, hey, I'm Al. She could be Al.
Yeah, she could be Al. You're right, but it doesn't have to be like a short.
But she's got to keep pink hair. It's like Kelly Osbourne with the purple hair. It's like, dude, it's so. I say that with the same haircut for like
Yes.
a million years.
Well, no, it's good to have the same haircut. Okay. So Todd, so we have all these jewels. So then I trust Heavy to make a good ring out of
Heavy
all these
come
jewels.
through.
He knows this other guy, right? So then they have a meeting. It took Todd, I don't know, 6 months to get this fucking meeting. It's a Zoom meeting. They don't even meet in person.
Oh
6
my
months to get the
God.
Zoom meeting. Then
Should I
last
broker
night-
this?
last night I see Heavy at the Comedy Store. I know he's
Yeah.
picking up the jewels. I'm like, which pocket are they? And he's wearing all these pockets. It's comical how many pockets he
Yeah.
has in his outfit. Which pocket? He goes, oh, I didn't get it yet. I go outside to Todd. I go, did you give Heavy the ring? And he goes, oh, I forgot it. He forgot the jewels at the house.
Fine. It's fine. He has to fly to Canada on the 4th of April, and that's where he's handing it off to the
This is the
real
bar
jeweler.
for men. And this is why, like, this is the greatest man you know, huh?
It's the number one man.
Could you imagine, like, the worst woman is better than the greatest man you know? This is the level of it that we're at. Like, this is the greatest man, and I believe you are. And this is as much as I've ever liked a man. And it's because the bar
Do you sometimes look at your masculine chest and hate it?
never.
You go,
It's actually so
I
much
hate
better.
what you represent.
No, because I like men a lot and I like them. I do like them a lot.
No, I know that you do like men.
Yeah.
I know.
But I like having the competency of a woman.
Yeah.
So it's a nice.
I like that you're.
The collage that I've built works perfectly.
Are you
going to
do anything else?
Nothing.
I know. I do think you're perfect. I
Nothing.
would say that.
Same. Well,
I love it.
I
send you weird DMs. I
know
really
they're
do.
great DMs.
I
love a compliment. If you're in my DMs with a compliment, thank you. Moving on with my life.
You're always like, there's always like some lesbian power couple picture you post or something that I don't think you're dating the girls, but you just.
Oh, really? Yeah,
there's
we
always
throw them up.
something.
We throw them up. We let the people know what's going
You got
on.
some power happening.
We let the people know what's going on. No, the top surgery was so much better than I would have thought. Because here's the whole thing. I heard of it. Then I thought I wanted it right away. But I said, Rob, if you even want a tattoo, let's say once I said, I want a wolf on my body. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob, you're allowed to have that idea. You wait 1 year. If you still want the wolf on your thing, we can get it. With a surgery, I go, Rob, you wait 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay. I waited 2 years. Okay. I did all my research in the meantime.
A year for each tit.
Yeah. Bingo is his name. So we go. Okay. And I thought somebody brought up with regret, like, what if you regretted it and whatever? And I realized, like, either way, you have regret. Let's say I never cut them off. I would regret the feel of not knowing if I cut them off. Like, the only thing I knew was when I had them, it wasn't great. So let's say I cut them off and I don't like it and it's not great. It's the same. I end up in the same place. I have a chance of liking it, something I don't know. And then as soon as it happened, it was small things, Annie. It was just like scrolling in bed, just like going to get a coffee in my kitchen, like, small. It was just putting a t-shirt on. I'm out.
How long did it take to heal?
Like 3 weeks, I would say.
Wow.
I did my first show.
And also, it doesn't matter. It's like you make a choice. If you don't like the choice, you could just make another choice. It's like you just deal with what you do.
Yeah. Like,
you just
but I made the choice. I took a risk. It's like I'm not somebody, who needs to, test the different ice creams or something at a thing. I just make a choice. And I just deal with it.
There's your choice.
Yeah. So it's the same thing.
Did you ever consider leaving one?
No, I haven't. I wonder if a surgeon would do that.
Just one, just really like, this is how.
Yeah. And it came out better than I thought too.
Yeah. No, it looks good.
Everything was
Very
like,
cool.
I was like, phenomenal.
Do you ever perform shirtless?
No, I could take off my top for you. I
You wanna
offered
do
that.
it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Are you doing it?
Okay, I'll do
Can
it.
I pee?
Yeah, go pee.
Ugh, should I pee after?
No, go pee.
Okay.
Be comfortable.
Okay, Todd, take over for 2 seconds.
Todd. I think we should assess Todd's breasts and see if Todd is a good candidate for top surgery. Todd has
Some
little
men-
Asian titties.
Are you doing
I
it?
have- yeah,
no,
of
you can't do
course.
it because you'll get
But
demonetized.
he can blur mine.
I have a bit
I
of a
love
farmer's.
it. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. You have little nipples.
Yeah. Well, so they
Do they shrink
yeah,
them?
Yeah. They cut
'Cause
they
you
cut
had, like,
the
ground
areola
nipples.
a little bit. I did have small, like I didn't have big nipples.
I have my little chicken cutlets on.
Wait, what is that?
My little chicken cutlets. You
Just
take
leave
off,
your-
I add
just
on.
leave your cutlets on.
Should I leave my purse on?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you can still see your little nips sticking out your areolas.
My areolas? Todd, let's see your little Asian purple nips. Shove on it because you have little titties.
Well, you can't see it on camera.
Look, you got to take it off at this point. What's even going
Do you
on
feel
here?
like you kind of like you broadened out since you had them?
No, you know what? I realized that I probably I naturally had.
It's
broader
so good. I
shoulders.
love it.
Yeah,
Oh, look at that! See,
Look
yeah.
at his little titties.
Yeah.
My brother has these.
Oh,
Yeah,
look,
no,
Andrew
but
has
that's
to pee all of a
cute.
sudden. Oh, no, he's getting a picture.
He wants to get a picture of
Look
you.
at my little nipple boy.
Yeah, he's looking cute. They're nice color too.
He's got little boobies.
No, but that's
He's
the
looking
thing.
as
You know what?
shy.
In
So
top
cute.
surgery, I have 3% breasts left. Like they don't. People are like, is that the cancer?
Can you
the
breastfeed?
No,
It's done.
I'm also not.
No, but I mean, if.
No. If even I would.
Doesn't Todd look like the first pregnant woman?
He does.
Doesn't
Thomas
he?
Beatty.
Yes.
The first pregnant man.
I mean, man,
Thomas
that's what I meant.
Beatty.
Yeah, first pregnant woman.
Transphobe.
I said it wrong.
No, but when
I
that
remember.
story came out, I'm so annoyed because they were like, it's the first pregnant man. And I'm like, my mother said, put it on, 2020. My mother was like, 2020. We thought it was the movie Junior. Remember Junior with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito?
Oh my God.
So my
how
mother
could
was
I
like, put it on.
forget?
And then as soon as it was like, he's a trans man, we were like, oh, my mother's like, turn it off. Like, it was like, of course, well, if it's a trans man, let's just like, as somebody who's like on the trans spectrum, it's like, dudes. Let's just be real. Like, come on. Like, you can't bait people like that.
It was very baity. And then, okay, wait, what's his name? Tom?
Thomas Beatty.
And Thomas
3 kids,
is,
by the way.
And Thomas is thriving and...
Really?
No, I'm asking. Do you know?
I don't know.
I don't
Do we
know.
have an update?
No, I feel like
I mean, if you have the type of
Can you
producer that
please
could look
up
it up, we could get an
Thomas
update.
Beatty. I want him to be that. I want him to be Thomas Beatty for Halloween.
Mhm.
Just a pregnant belly. Wouldn't it be perfect?
That would be so funny.
Or we look like Mary Lynn Letourneau. What's her name?
Mary Kay Letourneau,
Mary Kay
Billy
Letourneau.
Palau.
We look just
Yes.
like each other.
I told you
Yes.
that. I'm the one who told you that at your show.
I wish
I'm
I could
taking
give you
credit for
credit.
that.
I wish I
I'm
could give
taking
you credit
credit
for that.
because you don't remember.
I'll give it to you.
Because as soon as it happened, it was so natural.
Do you want to get hair transplants for your chest?
No. I actually have like very light.
I have one long hair that grows in between my heads.
Yeah. No, I don't want anything else. Like, here's the whole thing. I was just good. I'm like, okay, fellas, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, it made sense for me. I think it looks natural for me.
Did your family feel, did they care?
Well, I had to tell, my brother was so funny. I had to tell him, well, there was a cyst. And he goes, because I had to say, like, it was like a medical thing. So my brother's like, listen, I don't want to talk medically about, but my wife, she's had some cysts and stuff. So anyway, you did the right thing. And he goes, I was worried it was some Elliot Page shit or whatever. So, and I was like, no, I was like, nothing to do. Yeah.
Crazy. That's so weird.
World is so crazy now. It's so funny. One of my brothers, Schneider, called me. He goes, he's like trying like some kind of thing about the queer agenda. He's like the gay agenda is alive and well at work. He got like in the bulletin from work or whatever, it was like Pride Month. They're like, and for Pride, we're having a luncheon in the cafeteria or whatever, because the gay agenda is alive and well. I don't care for these gay people or whatever. And I stop at a certain point in the conversation. I go, it's me.
Yeah.
So you're right.
It's so weird
I'm
that he doesn't think it's you, but he doesn't, right?
Yeah. No,
I
was like, it's me. I'm a gay person. He's like, well, not you.
I don't mean
like, but
you.
it's me.
Yeah.
But he's like, well, you're my flesh and blood. I'm talking about. It's like, and people are like, how do you still talk to this brother? It's like, it's my brother.
Yeah, it's your brother, yeah.
Like, even if I cut off, let's say I cut off, which some people do.
We know you're into cutting off things.
They wouldn't even let me cut off.
Yeah.
Like my brother would call me, what? You're not picking up the phone?
Well, okay, wait. Why did your family like talk like they were like all worked at like the first Macy's in New York?
I think it's because, the thing is I shouldn't even, my brother, if you heard him
Canadian.
on the phone. No, we're Americans, but we did move to Canada.
But
we're from New York.
You are from New York.
We're from Crown Heights.
So New York is like your heart.
We're from a Lubavitch Hasidic community in Crown Heights.
I fucking love it.
So, I mean, that's why we talk like this.
I fucking love it.
We still shouldn't talk this intensely, but our house, because we moved to Canada, you'd think that we like acclimate more. But inside of our house, it was still shtetl. Like my brother, his voice, he lives in the middle of Calgary.
Yeah.
There's not a single Jew there. And you can't, my friends don't understand him. It's so thick. So we just, I did change one word. I changed the word orange.
Okay.
I used to say orange.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of flack
I say
for that.
orange now.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it on purpose and it pisses me off. I want to go back to orange, but it doesn't
I'm
feel
doing
right.
orange now. But there's certain things I did try and be girlier at times and things like that and talk jappier. That was a big thing at the school I went to.
Oh, I was a quap, Quaker American Princess.
Okay.
I'm putting my shirt back on.
Our shirts back on?
You can keep yours off if you want.
Okay, whatever.
You live your freedom.
I feel like I have a farmer's tan.
I mean, I love it. It's just so like, it's like a magic eye.
What do you mean?
Like when you post the pictures, I'm like I want to like, remember Magic Eye?
Yeah. What do you think of it now that you're seeing it up close?
It looks great.
Yeah.
It looks really good. It looks cool.
I scarred really good.
Do you enjoy the scars kind of lean into it. It kind of works. It helps with the bottom of the pec.
Perfect placement. He put it where your muscles are because you have the same muscles. We all have pec muscles.
Yeah.
They're just under. And he left me 3% so that I'm not like concave. Like if you get the top surgery, that's a double mastectomy because you have a cancer or something, they don't leave any, like you're concave. Like they don't leave anything.
And then you would get reconstructive if you wanted.
I don't think you even have the room to do that.
Really?
Yeah, the skin is so taut.
Is that a weird thing? Are people like, why are you doing this when people have to do it? Does anyone? Are there
I don't think anybody. Listen,
cancer people that care?
No, because it's a private surgery. I pay. It costs the
like
same much as a new bag you bought. Right? How much was that bag?
$4,000.
Okay, so this is 8. 2 of those bags.
Really?
Yeah.
A bag of boob.
Yeah, a bag of boob.
I wish your tit was in here. I wish I had one titty in here. I just have gum and perfume.
Now, when did you? So you bought yourself that? What are your shopping habits?
Oh, I love to shop.
But I'm saying, do you tie it to anything like a deal or a success?
Yes. Okay. So
That's what I'm saying.
when I first started spending money, before I would spend money,
thank you.
we're gonna be chewing on mic. Wait, we can't
Okay,
do
I
it. We
won't do
can't
it.
do it.
I won't
I
do it.
really
I
got
won't do it.
so
I won't
excited
do
when
it.
I saw the gum.
Here, pass me.
I do think that you're like me. You see a thing of gum, you want it, right? Because our mouths are moving.
Oh, what am I not
We're
going to
busy.
say?
We're busy.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so the first time I sold out a show, it was in Utah, which I'm coming back to, guys. Come see me at Wise Guys.
Oh, Utah.
Utah, which beautiful people. God loves them back. They're gorgeous.
They really are beautiful.
I mean, God loves them back. Their skin is just glowing with the Lord's glow. Really, it really
I
is.
did an audit in Utah once.
What's an audit?
I was an accountant for 3.5 years.
You were an accountant.
Yeah.
Yes, you were.
Yeah. Check
Yes, you were.
Mhm.
You're very good at math.
I'm okay at math.
It's a thing that just
It's
comes
not
naturally.
that mathematical audit. I think that's more actuarians and stuff.
Really? So
Yeah.
you just would go through people's.
Yeah, like I'd have to find a check. I would go to the controller. I'd be like, "Hi, I'm doing inventory counts. Do
It's
you
so
have-"
guy-like for you to still be topless and everyone else to be. Like a guy would just totally be topless
Should I?
the whole
Okay,
time.
great.
No, but it's very masculine to just be the only, just like, yeah.
Well, do you want me to put my top back on?
No,
This is
I
for
want
you
to
because
do
I know
what
you don't get a lot of this at home because Todd's
Todd's
not
always
as flat.
hiding. He's
Yeah,
he's covering
I know
his
that you're both
breasts.
dealing. No, I'm kidding.
Look at him chewing too.
I'll put.
I love a boy chewing gum. It's cute. It's
I'm
hot.
putting my top on now. Get
Put your
your
top on,
last.
but we're not top shaming you.
No, okay.
You do what you want. This is AnnieWood. Okay.
It's anyone. Anything goes.
It's whatever you would want to do.
Guys, get one last look.
Should we be topless at Rust?
We gotta get.
Maybe
into
you
that
have just
premiere.
I think maybe you're topless, but you have like a fringe vest. A vest with the tassels or
I'll
whatever.
do it. Like one of those. What are they called? The nipple things.
I want to have like a sheriff's, like a fake sheriff's outfit. We should dress up like actual cops, like we're coming to arrest him at the premiere, like he's going to jail that day.
We have got to go. Can we?
Do you
bring the
think
cat
anyone's
guns?
worn your glasses that doesn't have polio?
No, but here's the whole thing. When I got these glasses, fixing my hair, it's got to be perfect. How do I look,
It's
fellas?
not perfect. It's coming up in the back.
Okay, I just washed it, so it's pretty dry. I got to be careful. It looks okay.
It looks great.
Okay. What were you just asking me?
I was asking you, what did I just ask? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
He
Wait,
doesn't
and now
know.
it's killing me. Oh, the glasses. Oh, yes. I got the
yes.
glasses. This is a story that I want to remember because the glasses were $700. They were on a teddy bear in the window. Okay. Do you understand the glasses? Let's say
Did you get them from it was from the Holocaust Museum?
Yeah,
There
it's
was-
like this ancient store. I go in. Okay. I go, give me the glasses on the bear. Okay. They go, they're kids. They're Ollie people, not Oliver people. They're Oliver people's kid line.
Oh,
Okay.
that's cute. Okay.
$700. I go, I'll give you $300 cash. I'm like, no. I was like, who else would these fit? And what 4-year-old's wearing
Yeah.
this? Like, you're not going to sell them to
They're
a
on
kid.
a teddy bear. You
Okay.
didn't even have like a kid
And I
mannequin to put 'em on.
literally got them and I've had them for 10 years. And it's the same thing with my car when or my hair that I haven't thought of. As soon as glasses fit, like now I never have to think of my glasses.
We do have a picture of me wearing them. Do you mind if I try them
Yeah.
on? I want to show you.
Okay,
I
wait,
look
I'm
like,
putting them on. I'm putting them on.
okay. Do you guys remember?
delicate, they're
Wait,
cool.
before we reveal, do you guys remember Lost? Do you remember the character Benjamin? Okay, now go ahead.
Her head is so big. Do not push. Do not push. That's it. That's it. I'll take them off too. I'll take them off too. Okay.
Opposites attract.
Okay. Look how much
Okay.
wider they are now.
I broke them.
Okay. They've been
Because
around for 100 years.
just regular glasses they go childlike on my head. Just regular
No,
size.
you-
I have to get extra wide.
You need a goggle or something. You need we need like a panel, like a window. You know, like a motorcycle.
yes,
Like
a
for you-
shield.
For you, it should be like that.
A
That's
shield.
it. You just
We've
it's
looked
like a
into shields.
motorcycle.
We almost bought some shields.
Yeah, a shield.
Our spending habits are
Oh yeah, this I'm
spend.
so curious.
So I made no money. So I was like, everything I would buy, I would have to like really think about it. I would
Yes.
order and feel guilt. I would wear it with the tags on. I still wear it with tags on just because now I think it's funny. But I would test drive. I'd be like, do I want this? Do I need to return this? There was always anxiety. I sold up my first weekend. I bought a Tesla. I bought 2 pairs of Jordans. I bought every outfit. And ever since then, I have only bought things I want. I just buy anything I want. I just go, do I want this? And then I buy it.
Right. But you don't tie anything to an event. Is there anything in particular that you save for? There's like a moment or there's something.
No.
Like,
There's
is
no
that
saving.
purse you wear all the time?
I
Obviously,
love
it's
it.
a favorite.
Now my business manager will not let me get another one right now.
Why? Oh,
He's
because
just
okay,
like,
so
you can't buy. He wants me to not be spending as frivolously. I can still, and it's fine. And I always end up making money, so it's fine. But it's like I am waiting for him to go like.
Do you put a lot away? Did you buy a house? Do you have assets?
No. That's next, buying a house, so that's why he's not letting me buy the purse.
Yeah,
but it's hard, I'm on the new TV, the new era of TV, YouTube. I got a lot of shows that I need outfits for. But we have some clothing sponsors coming up.
And do you flip your things ever? Do you put clothes on the reel, something like this, or no?
That's a great idea. Sometimes I bring them to shows and I do like a giveaway at shows.
Okay, well, you could get
For the
Todd
fans.
selling some of this stuff, earning his keep
earning
for the
money
house.
back.
It's just
He earns his keep. He doesn't obviously pay rent. And it's weird because I love being a sugar mom and he loves being a sugar baby. It's so cute. He's very good at, we role play where he takes my credit card out.
I don't think he loves it. I think he likes to contribute, and that's why he contributes so much.
No, he does work all the time.
I don't, what, for her paying rent? It's just like, I'm basically right now getting paid from her. So
yeah,
it's
he
like,
works.
Yeah.
He works.
you can pay the rent. That's part of the money, I guess.
Yeah, I like that.
We work. When we got together, we were both doing good, but then when we got together, everyone started doing great. So we are
it's a team.
We're a team.
This is a team.
And he does, like we were talking about, it's like what he charges for his services to my company is like way less than he would charge someone else. Because when you add the rent into it, then it kind of all fits
Perfect. And then also, what are your spending habits?
Spend,
It's
baby.
not as much as Annie's, but I do have a online poker kind of.
You got to be very
gambles.
careful. You'll be signing some papers before the wedding.
Oh yeah, no, we're prenupping. We're prenupping. I did ayahuasca, and this woman. I did ayahuasca with this woman.
Very careful. That's the worst thing I could have heard out of his
the
mouth.
gambling.
Yeah, the gambling. Somebody's gambling somebody else's money.
It's $25, 25 here. $25.
Yeah, but you know what? We are both
$25.
gamblers, so it is bad.
You're gambling?
We love gambling. I'm like slots though. He does ones that he can like really.
You're doing slots?
Love slots. You need to come to Vegas with me, bitch.
I want to do Vegas with you. My
Vegas
first time in
is
Vegas
so
has
fun.
probably got to be with you.
No. We have the most fun we've ever had.
So let's do it.
Every like light, every sound is like it's patterned for our specific brains.
I
We
gotta
are those
do it.
people.
And plus, I like the weird thing with me is like I grew up like people like a car, like I'm not like it. Like I grew up like rapper mentality, like bottles, models, car, like you know what I mean. So that's why my taste is that like I'll be the first dyke, like fucking lime green Lambo, let's go. Like I
That
really
is how
will.
That's my thing. That's what I like to be like.
Yeah, I kind of have more in common with your taste than I think people would have suspected, or that would
but
naturally.
yours are like expensive, like pieces. Like you are going for the top of the line, old fashioned glasses. You're going for the top of the line, old Toyota.
Yeah,
you're
but
going for like but you're gonna ball out when you can ball out.
Yeah, and I just like things of any quality, even if it's not like I would rather one amazing item than 10 crap items. I like to care for my things. I like a regimented lifestyle. I'm very neat at home. It takes me a long time to make a decision on something, because like when I moved into my apartment, I love my apartment. I have like my dream apartment right now. I literally had one chair there forever because I'm like, it's got to be the right dining table. It's got to be the right.
I've grown into this because I think we were better about that. Because I used to just buy things because I didn't have enough money, so I would just be like, this or that. But even like for here, this was like very expensive. We got it from this guy that was totally weird. But then like that wasn't that expensive. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just whatever was the
mix and
right
match.
piece
Yeah.
had to be here.
Well, I get 50% off at Ashley Furniture because my brother's worked there for years.
That's
so my
so
couch is there,
funny.
you know, not to brag. And
Ours is Ashley, right? Isn't our leather couch Ashley?
I think it is. Yeah.
yeah. Everybody, I think I know the one. And the thing with them is like, you know, my mother's like, have you gone to Ashley? Your brother said, and I was like, I'm going to go check out Ashley. We're going to see what they have, you know, and I have 9 siblings and they've all been to Ashley. Like they regret ever hiring my brother. Like this is the worst friends and family discount that he's still using 10 years after. And so I go in there and I show my brother the couch that I got, which I got like one of those like fake cloud couches or whatever, like just a 3-seater, like, you know, bring back a couch to what a couch was. So I'm not doing the L anymore. I don't need a twin bed in my living room. You know, I'm over it. So I get a couch and he goes, this is the couch you got. Well, you get 50% off. You get anything. This is the couch. You have to, like, my family, the couch that they think is the epitome of luxury is like, it's a chocolate brown leather couch, possibly pleather. It goes around like all the way here. It's like an 8-seater. Each seat individually is its own lazy boy.
Oh, honestly, we
all the way back.
Listen, Robby, we were
holders.
close. We were close. We had a choice to make.
Goes
we were
this
like,
high.
do we want like a cute, classy looking apartment,
It's got,
or
like,
do
chargers
we
in
want
it.
functional drinks, chargers, lights? Like we were looking at ones that were
Plate
like
for
lit
food.
up. They had like a
Yes.
light show. We were like, oh,
Yes, my brother and his wife, like when my brother lives in a house, like have you ever like been driving by a desolate highway and you see like a community of developments?
Yes.
Like you see like houses that just look identical, very, very scary. My brother lives in one of those, okay, outside of Calgary. So he picks me up from the airport. We drive there. It takes like 2 hours to get there. Okay. And he's giving me the tour of the place. And he goes, could you believe we got it? And I go, yeah, I can. Like, I don't. And then he's showing me his couch. He's like, Mariana sits here. I sit here. Okay. And we got our snack. They're like, we have everything you can eat. Okay. And I go, as a joke, I go, you ever sit here? And Mariana sits there. He goes, no, Mariana sits there. Like he can't even, like just like disrupting.
But isn't it like so amazing to see people living their exact perfect life that they want to live? It's
Loves
like
his
so
life.
wild.
I know.
know.
Loves his life. He sits there. They're both like this. They got a tray for the snacks, 16 cup holders. Like how many drinks can each person? They don't want to be without.
If we had one of those couches, the only thing that I would amend for ourselves specifically is I would have it so that Todd can move mine for me, because I would want him to, I'd be like, Todd, I'm not comfortable, and I want him to move it.
And he could.
While
I'm
he's
sure
over
they
there,
have.
like maybe he's doing dishes
They
or something.
probably have remotes.
And then he moves me to the level of my pleasure that he knows I'll be happiest at.
Yeah, like no, they probably have that at these tech couches, and they're so puffy. Yeah. And he goes, he can't, and he calls his wife and was like, she got the worst couch. She could have gotten anything. And they're like, you could bring it back for 3 months. It's
so
like
close. We're like, do we want to have Super Bowl parties at our house every year or not?
But I do think when you buy your house, have a basement that's a all basement. I think that's where you get that couch. Yeah.
I think so. Well, one of my first purchases was a popcorn machine. When I sold out that thing, I got a popcorn machine, Jordans,
I gotta
a Tesla.
come over.
Yeah, and we'll do the popcorn again. It just was so hard to clean. It just sits there now. We have an arcade with a bunch of games. Also,
I would love that.
Well,
I hate when people are mad about a wrong pronunciation of a name. It's like I grew up with the name Rivka Sarah. Okay, Rivka, whatever. And people did not know how to say Rivka. Like I would even get like Rusty. I would accept it. Like, yeah, it's me.
Rust.
Like, yeah,
that's
literally.
Yeah. They call her Rusty. She loves the movie Rust so much. They call her Rusty.
Literally. So it's like, then now I go by Robby. It's much easier. I did it for stand up. It wasn't a gender thing, but maybe it was
she's
prophetic
getting a lot
in
more.
some
Let's
way.
just say she's getting a lot more work.
Getting a lot more work now.
They're very shocked when she shows up. And then she takes her shirt off and they go, okay, you're good.
I don't know. I remember I went to high school, and the first day of high school, there was a girl there named Sarah. And I go, and my friends were like friends with her from camp. And I go, summer kind. And my friends go, oh, that's Sarah. I was like, oh, hi, Sarah. I'm, Rivka. And she goes, it's Sarah. I'm like, you're lucky I didn't call you shitface. Like,
I will fuck you up. Who cares? It's just your name.
It's like, okay.
No, but also I always look at it, especially for like people but for people in Hollywood and in entertainment, it's like, if you don't know how to pronounce my name, that's my fault. I didn't become such a household name that people know my last name. That's on me to get more successful. But also my mother would
be like, oh, is Seinfeld on? Like, it's something to do. Like, some people are just, my mother says Ofra. And I'm like, Ma, I can't with Ofra. It's like you've heard it 1,000 times.
But don't you think sometimes moms like just want to fuck with you?
No, my mom is like, before even race, where I'm like, I got like every person who's on TV who's black. My mother's like, is that Will Smith? And it's like, it's not Will Smith. Like, it's just, she's
My
like
dad's
that.
told a couple women that they look like Diana Ross that look nothing like Diana Ross.
It's so insane.
No, you're
to me.
willowy like her. I'm like, I don't even know what willowy means, Dad, but please don't say willowy, please, Dad.
It's so awful. And my mother's so excited to see Will Smith. So to tell her it's not.
You don't even want to break the news to her.
Is that Will Smith? And I'm like, it's not. She goes, oh, he was really good in that movie with his kid. And it's like, yeah, that was a long time ago.
Which one? Pursuit of Happiness was with their kid?
Yeah, it was just
That's cute. That's our favorite Will Smith.
Yeah.
I feel like we should be asking people what their favorite Will Smith movie is.
I don't anymore. I can't do it. Now it's
because of the slap?
Well, no, it's just like if he leaned in, if he came out, he would be so much more relaxed.
Yeah.
Just
all the stuff with Jada, all of it.
It's so weird. She should come out. He should come out.
All of it's so, like what's these Hollywood secrets still are so,
and
it's
then
so
the
outdated.
Kids, like when you think of Jaden Smith, okay, you think of how little talent, because it's mesmerizing to me. Your parents are Jada Pinkett Smith,
Right.
Will Smith, okay? You have all the connections in the world. You're best friends with Justin Bieber, one of the greatest pop artists, in my opinion, maybe of all time.
Getting
His
a Bieber
voice.
vibe?
Thank you.
Why are you?
Thank
You're Justin and Haley put together.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Okay.
You're their child.
Okay. Mew Mew, call me. Okay. Justin Bieber literally will Instagram post and story at every release that Jaden Smith has, every record, every song he puts out. And you're going to tell me in 10 years of making music with the greatest connected parents of all time, you don't have one hit?
But Will Smith
one hit
was not known for his talented music career. He just happened to also have a music career.
I'm just saying
that went along with the package that he's this big.
It's so crazy. Willow Smith did have a couple hits.
The hair whipped back and forth. My nieces were playing Will Smith the whole time.
So Willow did Jaden, and then people go, well, he looks cool. The least he could do is walk out of Gucci. like the least he could do is have cool clothes. Some of these, it's just, yeah.
Well, I think sometimes the talent of a Nepo baby is, and I love Nepo babies. I have no shade towards them.
Literally.
I think,
what are they going to work at the bank?
No,
what are they going to do?
I'm happy for them. They grew up in this town, whatever. I do think that their talent sometimes is being around people that just get things for no reason. Because once you start getting to the level of fame that the Smith family is, things just roll. You get everything's free. Everything's just being sent to you.
Yeah.
You already have this, so you get this. Now they're experiencing a halt because of the slapping. Probably they're learning that they can't have everything they want anymore. But I think you learn just like on a manifestation level, you see people just succeeding. So you're born just assuming you get the things that you want.
And you do get the things you want. I do think there's a
But
side.
you can't just get you have to the talent has to be.
Well, I think that you're very unaccustomed to not getting what you want. You're very accustomed to getting what you want. So when something doesn't go your way, you're almost like confused. Nepo babies reach Nepo, with the whole discourse that happened recently, they're like, but they just want everything. Was it like, I never got anything. So when I get something, I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's a delight.
But the more I get, the more I'm like, I can get.
I understand,
so then
but you're still
learn.
You're retraining it. You're getting later in life. It's nice, but when something goes wrong for them and they're dealing with a backlash, they're like, but I didn't. But it's like they're actually not comfortable. I'm very comfortable not getting things and delighted when I get things.
Yeah.
So it's just not to say that there's one way better than the other. I also think lean into whatever you are. I love Dakota Johnson's a Nepo baby who I just think is a delight and amazing. I think
50
there's
Shades
many
of Grey?
people. What?
50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah. I think she's pretty hot. I was always into Dakota Johnson. I allow it. If I'm into you,
She's
I'm
a pretty girl,
I'll allow it.
And she's with Chris Martin. How do you feel about that?
I like it. I
You
think
like
it's
the
a hot
pairing?
couple.
I really like how much Chris Martin and Gwyneth Paltrow like each other. Remember,
Yeah, I think
everyone
they're
made
great.
fun of their conscious uncoupling, what they said?
Yes. They
But
did
it
right.
seems years later, it seems like they really love and respect
Well, when
each
you
other.
have kids, I think you can't break up. You have to figure it out. They're doing drop off every week. Imagine you just had to see your ex every week.
I just can't stand
have
them.
a full conversation. You're doing drop off of the kids. I'd fucking launch the kids. I'd have them take the bus.
Well, I dated comics. So I do always see my exes constantly.
Who?
I see my exes all the time.
Really?
But it's fun. I don't care.
Yeah. But some people have really
But I had the
bad
pandemic.
breakups.
Honestly, the pandemic gave me my time to not see them.
Yeah.
And so now I don't care.
Poor you dating comics. I always like, I'm always like, don't date comics. But it's easy for me to say as a dyke, like if everybody was a dyke around me. And I was like if you're a heterosexual woman and every dude around you is
trying to fuck
heterosexual.
you, every single one of us trying to
it's going to happen. It's
but
like
here's
easy
what I
for
always
me.
think about because I used to kind of give that advice to younger female comedians too. I'd be like, don't date comics. But the truth is, you're all funny. You're all up late.
Yeah.
Well, not everyone's funny, but hopefully you're gravitating to funny ones.
Yeah.
You're laughing. You're up late. I don't drink, but there's drinking involved for a lot of people. It's like, are you gonna fuck a couple? And then it's fun. It was fun dating comics for a little while. We'd be like writing jokes all the time. And then Todd, I don't like to bring this part of Todd's life up. Todd did a mic or two back in his day.
Todd did some comedy, he told me at some point.
He did a mic or two in his day. We don't talk, we call those the dark years. But he's very funny. So then I get that with Todd. Todd will help me with jokes and stuff like that.
But what do you think of comedy couples in general?
Well, I'm best friends with Bonnie McFarlane. She's married to Rich Voss.
See, I don't know. Yeah, and it works for them.
It works for them. Yeah.
That's
and
awesome.
they like laugh with her. And then they have a really funny kid. Like their daughter's just like
good.
so funny, like brutally funny, like just piercingly funny.
Yeah, I think anything can work for anything.
Yeah, there's really no rules or whatever. I feel like dating comics ended up just not, because I would just end up deferring. I would go, oh, well, let's work on your career. It felt like
brutal.
It didn't feel like,
brutal. Yeah.
Whereas Todd, we know whose career we're working on.
Well, it's a business. You're giving me very like Joan Rivers and Edgar, it's a family business.
Do not kill yourself. Do you know what happened with Joan Rivers'
leave her
husband?
in mounds of debt with gambling.
Yes. No, so I do ayahuasca, and one of the women that I did ayahuasca with has lots of money. She came out, she was so cute about it. She goes, I have a lot of experience with having, she goes, I have a lot of experience with having a lot of money. Who doesn't wait for the sentence to be over?
I don't understand.
Wasn't that shocking?
There's no timing whatsoever.
There's no time in between you guys.
Yes, there is time. You find the time.
I've been waiting 10
If you knew
It's
comedy,
hopscotch, bitch.
you
It's
find the moment.
hopscotch.
You find the moment. And for me, I can see tons of moments. You're not seeing time. I'm like a microscope. I'm like, I could have said that. There's a million milliseconds I could have caught.
It's unbelievable. Just mid-sentence.
Time. See?
But it's a good thing to interrupt. It's a nice thing to interrupt because it was a woman who came up to me. She was humble and she said, look, I have experience with being a very financially successful woman. I can help you with things. She goes, first things I'm going to tell you is you got to get a prenup. I know it's all love and everything, but you got to get a prenup. So did you want to interrupt me again?
Well, this sounded like it was going to be a long story. Once their ayahuasca friends comes in, it's always a long,
No, just
long
tell her
story.
after. What's the difference if she didn't know that right away?
It's an hour 25. Just so she knows to not make it so long. So give us the
We're
hits.
gonna be cutting.
Give us the
We're gonna be
Every
cutting.
time I think I'm going to get annoyed with Todd, it ends up being so funny.
Well, he's
This is
just
the
a
best
delight.
relationship I've ever been in. I mean, he will start doing things that I'll start to boil. And then I just take a minute and I look at him and I start like crying laughing. He just is so funny.
He's a delight. It's a yin yang.
He's
Listen,
a fucking delight.
we need
Don't
a
say
nice
yin
person.
because he's Asian. That's
Okay,
fucking
so I'm racist. You got me.
Fucking racist.
Stop Asian hate.
Oh my god.
Stop Asian
Stop
hate.
Asian hate.
Shout out to Irene too.
I guess we gotta
name the Asians
wrap.
we know.
Well, how many Asians do we know?
I shouted one out. Just
Which
you
one
know,
was it?
Irene, my friend.
Oh, Irene.
too.
Okay. Love
Why not?
Irene.
Yeah, you want to shout
do
out
love-
any Asians?
Todd's mom, Vanessa Walker.
Oh,
Todd's aunt, Bonnie Walker, or Bonnie.
Nice.
What's her last name? I guess I don't need to tell her.
You know?
Walker.
Funks. Wait. Todd Fangsum.
There you go.
Bonnie
Thanks,
Fangsum. Not spelled with an F. I've learned in Laotian, I've learned how to say help me.
Okay, that's a good. Yeah.
Soy koi. And the way I remember that is I think soy and then I think of Joe Koi. Soy koi, soy koi.
Nice.
Help me. And that's so his mother stops feeding me rice noodles. I go, please, soy koi, stop feeding me.
I really
I
want
think we
some
should
rice
wrap
noodles.
up, even though the ending isn't really as exciting as the entire episode has been. Because Todd
Right.
interrupted. I got to get my hair done.
I'm going to the Raptors Clippers game.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Are you a basketball fan?
No, but you know what? The Raptors having our Canadian team do well in the past few years.
Didn't
is
know
pretty
they were
nice.
Canadian.
Yeah. Toronto Raptors.
That's so cute. You guys have a little dinosaur?
Yeah.
That is actually so cute. Of Canada, a little dinosaur.
We have one basketball team, the Toronto Raptors.
I do love, I mean, Canada's very large. Everywhere I've been, I've loved. You Montreal people are a little rude, but other than that.
Very rude.
So it's so funny to go there. It's like, it ignites all of my like people pleasing, wanting people to like me. I'm like,
no, they don't care. They're smoking. They're moving fast.
They're so over
They're
me.
very fast.
Yeah.
You spoke French and they would be, believe me, there's no Todds there.
Really?
It's too cold. They're shuffling. They're in, they're out. It's just too cold.
Love it.
I love Todd.
Do you want to plug your like website or anything?
Yeah, you can, for some pretty hot semi-nudes on Instagram, some topless photos. Robby Hoffman on Instagram and some semi-viral tweets. I got 1,200 something like that last week.
Shit.
Okay. It's starting to happen. At I am Robby Hoffman on Twitter.
Awesome. Now, okay, so before we go, I just want to let you know I forgot to tell you this. Before we met, people were telling me that we should meet.
Really?
Just random fans were like, you're gonna love Robby Hoffman.
And we love each other right away.
Yeah. But
and
isn't that you had like diehards that were sending you to me.
Yeah, because I don't post too many clips, things like that. So to know me, it's like I'm really at the club. I really like just do stand up every night and that sort of thing. And I don't have a little boyfriend who's doing all these clips for me and everything. So I just go out and it kind of gets
50 people I pay to do my clips.
Exactly.
I just want to let you know there's a village doing my fucking clips. 3 clips have been posted. I posted all of them. I don't know how it happens. I don't know how I end up being the person posting all of them.
But I'm all like very word of mouth. I got to get it together at some point, but it's been very word of mouth. So to meet you and then you bring me out and this and that, we always have a good time together.
Well, also we're at the Comedy Store the other day. You did some set in the belly room. People are like freaking out. They're like, oh my God, everyone's stopping. Like, you were amazing. So just to say.
I'm at the belly room occasionally, but I'm all over.
We're going to get you past at the Comedy Store. Have you auditioned for the...
No, here's what happened. Before, Adam's now at this club in Austin. He was such a big fan of mine. Right before the pandemic, I think I told you this, I did David Spade's showcase at the Improv. I didn't know it was showcase. Thank God they didn't tell me. I never had nobody watch me, nothing. A recital as a kid, nobody came. So if you tell me it's something, I'm in no mood to be watched at this point. But he sees me at this thing for David Spade. I do really well. And he speaks to me after with David Spade, such a delight. And I'm a huge David Spade fan.
Amazing, yeah.
Okay. And they're so kind to me. And Adam goes, I really want you to do the store. I'm like, I would love to do the store, obviously, but I thought you have to hang out. You have to buy a beer. It's $7 a beer. I'm not in the mood to hang out with these men. I have a life. I have a girlfriend, and he said, I'll come tomorrow. I'll buy you the beer. I said, I want a Peroni if you're buying. Yeah. So he lets me. He texts me. I go he puts me right in the main room. Like Sarah Silverman's on. Like all these people are on. Destroy. He calls me the next night. He goes, you want to come in Saturday? Yeah. Come in. Buys me a Peroni. I sit at the back with him. He's like, you want to go up next? 15 minutes too. Yeah. Like big, not 5 minutes, whatever's upstairs. Okay. I did the last 3 weekends before COVID. He called me he said, and was just so generous. And then it closes down. Then I go, 2 years later, it opens. I go, are they going to remember me? By then he moves to Austin, which I'm going to hit him up because I ran into him in New York and he's like, please do I'm like, oh, I'll be there.
Yeah.
We should go together.
Yes.
That'd be amazing. He was like, I was just about to. And now there's a new booker there and she's got to do her own thing. She's got to see everybody he was a fan of. So now I'm back to the Bell Room. I haven't messaged in a while because I've been on tour and stuff, but I will, I'm going to do the whole process.
Let's just get your fucking pass. You'd be like the perfect pass.
There we go. You put the word in. You put the word in. You put in the word.
I know. I wish I could just like for 1 minute just be the booker and just book all my friends and then be like, okay, I'm not the booker anymore.
Either way, it's super cool and fun to be there. And he's and that club looks really good. That's going to be in Austin. I just saw the post.
It just opened, yeah.
It looks so sick. So I'm really excited to check that out.
That's going to be very cool. Guys, check out Robby Hoffman. Check out Andrew. Is it Levy? To fuck it up after we did all that.
Yeah, you're right.
Todd Fengsum.
Yeah, there we
Walker.
go.
Check him out.
Lederman.
Check out Todd Lederman on Twitch. You never know when I'm going to be talking shit on people and not know he's on air because he didn't tell me. Or you'll see my tits. Sometimes I'm just completely naked, trashing everyone.
That's a pretty good incentive.
Trashing naked. And then Todd's like, I'm like, wait, are you live? And he's like, oh, yeah. I'm like,
that would be the only reason I watch him on Twitch.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good sell.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was a delightful thing. Thank you so much for coming.
I love you, Annie.
Yes. I know. We got to do more gigs together, too.
Can't wait. Thank you.
This is AnnieWood, we ain't gotta pretend, cause this is all real spiel from beginning to end. This This is AnnieWood, we ain't gotta pretend, cause this is all real still from beginning to end. Raised as a twin, I'm a slug with bananas, got bows and rows, yeah, I pose for the cameras. Rolling on my scooter and you know I'm looking fresh. Eating my banana, drinking liquid death. This is AnnieWood, we manifested a check. Just opened up a door and Esther was on my steps. This is AnnieWood, we manifested a check. Just opened up a door and Esther was on my steps.